St. John Ambulance is a nonprofit organization with a history of over 900 years of caring. We do first aid training and community services throughout Canada. We do first aid, CPR training, first aid and child care, a number of courses, WMIS, H2S, and it's held within our facilities across Alberta. We have 7 facilities across Alberta, with the headquarters being in Edmonton.
So there's different classrooms right here?
Yes.
And are the classes going on all year long?
That's right, yeah, Monday to Saturday.
Alicia, tell us a little bit about the history of St. John Ambulance.
We were founded in 1099 by Blessed Gerard. He opened a hospital up in Jerusalem where the pilgrims and the knights were able to come and receive first aid care. From there, we then moved to Malta, where we were able to set up a fortress during the Crusades, and people were once again able to receive care. In 1798, Napoleon came in and overtook that fortress, so St. John Ambulance was without a home for quite some time. In about 1877, England started the St. John Ambulance Association, which provided first aid training and hospital transport. After that, Queen Victoria granted us a royal charter in 1888. We've provided first aid care since then, with our first branch being in Quebec City.
And tell us a little bit about the history here in Alberta. How did St. John Ambulance come to be here?
We started in 1897. Our first chairman was John A. McDougall, who was the town mayor. We operated out of his garage, McDougall's garage, which we moved into in 1908. These are our homes across over the past 100 years.
Alicia, what's the role of St. John Ambulance in our community today?
We provide first aid training at many community service events across the province, including CFL games, NHL games, and Heritage Days, other community events such as that. The community service volunteers provide millions worth of hours annually towards the community.
There's a museum for people to check out, and you guys have some great old artifacts that you might not necessarily use in first aid anymore, but what do you have here, Alicia?
We have a lot of old things from an old first aid kit from the 1950s. Here we have castor oil. This was used for removing foreign bodies from the eye.
Now this here, what's this?
That is an old Annie from about the 70s. So most people might be able to recognize the CPR mannequins that we use in the classrooms today. This is actually what they used to look like. You would do a chest compression there and hold the nose and everything. These are many of the different hats over the years, from the 1950s all the way to the 1980s. Community service volunteers wore these over the years, and you can see the evolution of how the uniform has changed.
Alicia, what do we have here?
What we have here is a mantle for a knight that's invested into the Order of St. John. It's an annual ceremony held at the legislature with the Honorable Lieutenant Governor presiding over it, who is the Vice Prior of our order, who represents the Queen, who's our sovereign head of the order. People are admitted annually and promoted annually into this order, and basically it's all for what they do for St. John, giving community service and providing care to Albertans. We have the Maltese Cross, which is represented. It has 4 points on it, and it symbolizes the virtues of prudence, temperance, fortitude, and justice. The future of St. John Ambulance is to continue providing care to the community, continuing educating, and being the leader in first aid.